Good morning and welcome to the AM News here on the AM Show. Our very first story for this morning, Ranking Member on Parliament's Roads and Transport Committee, Kwame Agboja, is asking the House to haul before it the General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party, John Boadu, and Senior Presidential Advisor, Yao Osafo-Maafo. The Member of Parliament for Adaklu alleges the two have made comments that undermine the authority of the Speaker and in contempt of the House in relation to Alban Baxman's directive to the Roads Minister on the cessation of road tolls.
Last week, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Baxman, directed the Roads and Highways Minister to retract the statement on the cessation of road tolls. He sternly stated that the minister had no power to do so. This was after the minority leader described the action as one usurping the powers of the Parliament.
I am submitting strongly that this House must take a serious view of the conduct and directive of the Minister for Roads, as is an attempt to usurp the powers and mandate of this august House. And Mr. Speaker, to suggest as if this country is not governed by law, it cannot. Whilst he has every right to be in a hurry to listen to the President's directives to be in a hurry, he cannot be in a hurry to usurp the mandate of this House and be in a hurry to revise a legislation that this august House have not so approved.
So it's for us to draw his attention.
You sack the people, you can be so heartless. You sack the people, yet you put it in your budget as an achievement. This morning, those disabled people, those young mothers, fathers who have been selling around the toll booth, show me where they are working this morning that you are using them as an achievement in your budget. Where are they working? How heartless can you be as a government? Mr. Speaker, to add to it, the road minister is a senior member of this House, Mr. Speaker. I take strong exception to the fact that he beat a law in this country. He beat a law by arrogating to himself the right to determine whether we collect taxes or not. And when Mr. Speaker gave a directive that the road minister, who is also a lawyer, should backtrack and do the right thing, the road minister refused. Rather, senior members of the New Patriotic Party have sought to denigrate this House. Mr. Speaker, not too long ago, Black Rasta said something about this House. He was held before here. So what is the difference between what Black Rasta did and what John Boadu did in Central Region by telling you, Mr. Speaker, that if you want to collect the tolls, you should go to the toll booths and collect the tolls yourself? Why is John Boadu not being hauled before Parliament? The senior minister said that if Mr. Speaker doesn't know that the road minister can refuse to collect the tax, then Mr. Speaker doesn't know what he's doing. Let me ask you, what is the difference between what we did to Professor Dobu and senior minister? Mr. Speaker, why is Mr. Senior Minister not being hauled before this House for his misconduct against?
Now, government has approved 43 million Ghana cedis to the Ghana Veterinary Medical Association following this year's pathogenic avian influenza, which was detected in the Greater Accra region, Volta region and Central region. The disease affected over 600,000 farm animals and imposed significant hardship on farmers. Deputy Agric Minister Mohammed Tuferu says this amount will be disbursed soon. Sarah Mensah has more for us in this report.
Cabinet has approved over 43 million Ghana cedis to the Agric Ministry to be allocated to the Ghana Veterinary Medical Association to support their service delivery following the recent outbreak of the avian flu virus. Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture, Alhaji Mohammed Hadi Tuferu, said this during the association's 46th and 47th Annual General Meeting and 23rd Congress in Accra. The minister says part of the money will be used to compensate farmers who lost their farms during the breakdown of the avian flu virus by vehicles, and 1,000 birds for farmers who lost their birds as a result.
Yeah, the amount that has been approved is 43 million, excess of 43 million, let me say 43 million plus Ghana cedis that has been approved by Parliament. And the money is ready and the process to recruit the staff, the veterinary project is underway. Part of the money is to be used to compensate the farmers who have lost their farms as a result of the outbreak of the bird flu. Part of the money is going to be used to pay compensation. Part of the money is also going to be used to procure those vehicles. And then the remaining, we have done some work. Minister has, through engineer, is going to make savings out of the money, and he will use it to buy birds, about 100,000 birds, to support those farmers who have lost their farms, so that those birds can be sold to some at a highly subsidized price to support the ready for food and jobs.
Senior lecturer at the School of Veterinary Medicine, Richard Sue Erie, who represented the president of the Ghana Veterinary Service, says this is good news from the government, but they should not wait for situations like this to happen before they come to their aid. They should be given the necessary support when they need them.
It's good news, but we all know this is a process. It's a process, and I believe, and you have even heard, they are going ahead to procure logistics, like vehicles. That is very, very good. But it should not be so, as at the end of a speech I made the remark, it should not be so. We shouldn't wait for this to happen before they move in. But all the same, it's very good news. You are seeing how fast they have fast-tracked the whole process. 28 vets within the few weeks are already, and I've met some of them physically, they have been posted, not only giving the employment, they have been posted to the various districts to take action. So that is very good news. I'm very impressed.
Earlier this year, the highly pathogenic avian influenza was detected in the Greater Accra region, Volta region, and Central region that affected 600,000 farm animals, where 6,000 birds died naturally and 4,500 have been killed as part of surveillance and disease control management.
The Dean of the University of Ghana Law School, Professor Raymond Atuguba, says the proposed legal professions bill was drafted without legal education in mind. The bill, drafted by the Attorney General, has been met with intense public criticism from students of law, legal analysts and trainers. Admission into the professional law school program remains a thorny issue, with thousands failing to gain admission each year. Professor Atuguba has been speaking on the matter at the UPSA Legal Conference and Mentorship Fair on the theme Law Practice in a Modern and Uncertain Era.
The program is geared at bringing students closer to law firms. Dean of the UPSA Law Faculty, Professor Ernest Kofi Abochi, and Supreme Court Judge Gertrude Tokonu underscored the importance of the program.
Today provides an opportunity for the first time for students of law, practitioners of law, law firms, and even judges to interact on one platform about the practice of law, and then to have a first-hand encounter with law firms who have exhibited their practice on our campus. When I became a lawyer the first day, I had to rely on familiarity to start my practice.
Justice is always according to law, and the law should always have answers in accordance with legality. This can be the only direction of law practice in a modern and dynamic world. Let's begin to engage with these realities and use the pillars to continue strengthening the rule of law. To divert to an old expression, I will say that plus ça change, plus à la même chose. No matter how much it changes, it remains the same. The ancient boundaries remain. We only build modern edifices from the stones that are already living.
Then came the question of how one gains admission into the law school.
What can we do to inherit the salvation of the law school? Ladies and gentlemen, I have good news for you. We have the director of the law school here to give us his message on how we can enter the law school.
I don't believe in protocol admissions. People must enter. We had just started the entrance exams. People must enter the law school on merit. And they said, if you can do it, do it. And that was what we did. I say that by the grace of God, from 2013 up till now, we don't have a person who has come to the law school saying, I'm the son of so-and-so, I'm the daughter of so-and-so, grant me audience. Everyone must come in on merit.
Professor Tuguba took the view that the proposed legal profession bill was drafted without legal education in mind.
In December this year, and also in March 2022, that's early next year, the conference would present concrete proposals to the Chief Justice, then the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, and the President of the Republic for initiating some change. Aside merely presenting these proposals, the conference resolved and set up technical working groups on each of the 7 matters. And these technical working groups are charged with working to realize the approval and implementation of the proposals, not just formulating the proposals. The first is on the legal profession bill. As you know, there's a legal profession bill being processed now, and it contains a number of issues. So the first technical working group is to analyze it, and from the perspective of legal education, make proposals for reform. I think the bill was drafted without legal education in mind, but you can't have a legal profession bill without taking that into account.
It's not clear whether significant changes will be made to this bill when it eventually takes center stage in Parliament. 2 other private members' bill, on the other hand, propose quite contrary radical reforms, including allowing some faculties to run the professional law program.
Now, the ongoing Volta Trade and Investment Fair at the Whole Sports Stadium is not only strengthening businesses, trade and investment opportunities in the Volta region, but it's also providing an avenue for the display of the beautiful culture of the people. One of the best bobobo groups in the area, Nutifafa from Kairat Palime, yesterday wowed patrons with their singing prowess and dance moves. Maxwell Adbaba has more.
It's nighttime here at the Whole Sports Stadium. We've seen the activities during the day here. During the day, it's more formal, more networking. But during the evenings, it's more of entertainment here at the Whole Sports Stadium. And as you can see in the background, there's drama happening here. And hundreds of people are gathered here at the Whole Sports Stadium watching. Of course, some of the exhibitors are also still around behind the stage. It's more like the food court where a lot of people are gathered enjoying their banku with tilapia and all the good food that you can find here in the Volta region.
Yeah. It's rough for the money about come my go.
Obiantone coalition. Obiantone coalition. Obiantone coalition.
What else?
Code. Obiantone coalition. Obiantone coalition. Obiantone coalition. Code.
We're going to try some local drinks. Yeah. Local drinks.
I'm Nancy Abusa.
What do you have on offer here?
I have local drinks.
Meaning it kills injuries in the stomach.
Because there is pepper and ginger inside, so when you take it, you feel it in your stomach.
Is that not sobolo?
No, it's different from sobolo. This one is millet, pepper and ginger with rice.
And then which other one do you have on offer?
Aliha.
Wait, you have what?
Aliha.
Okay, what's that?
That is asana.
Okay.
And solom.
Okay, what's that?
Tea without bread.
Tea without bread. Why do you call it that?
Because the face look like tea. Okay. And you will not take it with bread.
Okay, this is the time to take off the mask. Okay, yeah, we need to take it off to taste this. Yeah, we need to take off the mask to taste this. Yeah, this should be good. Are you giving it to me for free or you're selling it to me?
I'm selling it to you.
Oh, really? Hey, this woman, you don't know how to play crowd. Okay, so this is it. And we have with us the regional minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, is here. with us. We have the Hohoi MP. Okay, we have the Hohoi MP also here with us, John Peter Abu, he's also here with us. We have the president of the Association of Ghana Industries, OT and Volta region, also here with us. What do you make of the Volta Fair? I mean, you've been here, you've seen the exhibitors. I've never seen anything like this, even in Accra before. You know, this is huge. This is big for a region, you know, to put this together. And yesterday when the finance minister was here, he said it himself, that he's hoping that other regions would emulate what is happening here in the Volta region.
I'm extremely excited. This is Volta region. I keep on saying that Volta is the beacon of this country. All must walk here this night to see what is happening. Comes to the beautiful women, we have them. The handsome men, we have them. All the tourist potentials, we have them. You see, unfortunately for us, all our good women have been taken out of this region. This is the time for them to come back home. Potential that we've seen here today is a great indicative to show that Volta will look at this banku and tilapia. Look, I traveled to Kumasi yesterday. I was with my friends, and all that they were saying is that JP want to come to Hohoi and come and try the banku and tilapia. These are the indigenous things that we're talking about. Volta present the growth for Ghana. Volta present the opportunity for Ghana. Volta is the gateway for Ghana. Ghana, as you know, cannot progress without Volta region. And we are doing exactly that. This has not happened in any part of this country. And for me, it's not surprising because it's happening at the same time that the finance minister read the budget and talk about the youth start. So the youth start is meant for businesses like this to see how government can promote it. Today, all that we are seeing today is about, SMEs, small case businesses. How can these businesses grow? Akufo-Addo is saying that the 2022 budget that we are just entering is an avenue for growth. And we hope Volta is going to benefit. Because we have, this is a showcase. Which other region has come out to capture this opportunity? Volta has captured.
Well, that's it for the AM News this morning. Coming up next is the newspaper review with Israelai and myself. And of course, a lot more on the AM show for you today. Stay tuned in.